Okay, so we're gonna look for the scroll thief. The two maps between Durford and Defiance Bay. I think I've looked everywhere in these two maps though, but I might have missed something. So, oh, there's actually you can go down here. Did we already do that? Maybe not. Oh yeah, because it's oh yeah, we already did because it's actually submerge. So it wouldn't be here. It definitely wouldn't be on this map. So let's get to the other map here. I'm gonna check on Yoshi while we're doing that. Oh yeah, definitely. Apparently, I didn't explore this whole map. That's interesting. This must be it. Okay. What's up with this formation, though? What? Yeah, why is he like all the way back there? What is... He's a druid, right? What kind of weapon is he carrying? Oh, okay. Shit, that's loud. Okay. Edgar, Vanka. Oh, these are name fucking motherfuckers.
Huh?
Oh shit, oh look at this. Sun Touch Mail of Highland Wrath. Sunbeam. It's Sunbeam. Oh nice. The Paladin Highland Wrath came across a countryside village beset by gulls and made it his life's work to rid the world of the undead. He believed that their very existence was a blasphemy against the gods and a scourge on all kith. And, having observed the creatures prowling by night and skulking in dark places, he fell prey to then common misconceptions about their nature. He had his order create armor that shone with the light of the sun, believing them vulnerable to daylight. Unfortunately, he tested his theory in the cleansing of a crowded vampire den, discovering too late that the light only alerted the creatures to his presence. Published research by animancers has since dispelled many of the dangerous myths surrounding the undead. It's funny. Okay. Here it is. Scroll of Whale. This ancient scroll is bound with silver thread. The broken wax seal is stamped with the shape of an eye. The scroll at first appears to be gibberish, a collection of symbols and characters with no apparent connection between them. As you study them, however, you could swear that the characters begin to move, slowly, almost imperceptibly. They shift and crisscross and realign, and you are able to read the text. The simpleton seeks out a wise man, said to know the answer to every question. Please, says the simpleton, you have to help me. The world terrifies me. I wake each morning, and I don't know why. I make choices each day, and I don't know what will happen as a result. I go to sleep each night, and I don't know whether it will be my last. When the simpleton finishes, he notices that the wise man is weeping. The simpleton apologizes profusely and asks the wise man what he has said to upset him. The wise man shakes his head and wipes the tears from his eyes. He answers, some people have all the luck. So, Exemetal plains are vast and fertile savannas to the north of the eastern reach. Where the climate is warm, it is less oppressively humid than the heart of Ader. Exemetal clothing is heavily layered using cotton, but if it's warm, that's why even layer it, because it's still warm climate. And highly decorated wool in equal measure. Extensive beadwork is another defining feature of exemetal garments, found in both jewelry and incorporated into fabric itself. So that's Grimoire is going to him, like always. He has all the grimoires. We got money now too. We should be able to have them learn a lot of these spells. As you take the scroll, you hear a voice. You have found it. Now lose it again. What? You think this theft was an accident. The voice seems to shift, as if the speaker were constantly changing age, race, and sex. My relics were never meant to stay in one place for long. They're meant to be lost and found. It is this search that gives the thing value. Take it to the Black Meadow. Find the drake that faces east and bury it beneath the skull.
Yeah.
Skulls of Mother added. The quest expires in 1 day. Black Meadow, huh? Where is Black Meadow? Okay, so this thing is a medium armor. Maybe she should wear it. Oh, she's doing light armor. Who's doing medium? He is. Do I want to give it to somebody like him now?
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher. Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Okay, she doesn't have to be, like, she really doesn't have to be melee, you know? Maybe we give it a gun. Focus. What is focus, though? Oh, require focus. Okay, so how do you gain focus? Is it just over time, or do you need to attack to gain focus? Of course, there's nothing on focus. Interesting. Here, let's put focus in this character, but then you can't explain it to me? It would be over here. At least on the character stats. Are you serious?
Your will, Watcher.
Need to go to the Black Meadow. Okay. But that's gonna take 1 day, 10 hours. I'm confused. And then I know there was something else that popped up about the something about expiring in 1 day. Which one was that? Come on now, game. Skulls for mother. Oh, I see. That's well, that's actually for our base here. It's not for that thing. Somewhere in deep in the ruins of Abril's well, a pair of Waragra prey on travelers and offer up sacrifices to their mother. And this is why I like streaming on YouTube. It's so easy to go back and just check your footage versus on Twitch, because sometimes it doesn't even let you go to a certain point. And you have to keep refreshing and all that stuff. In the past, travelers simply needed to avoid all trails leading near the well. But in recent years, the Puagra have increased the range of their hunts. Travelers have been abducted or killed on the roads between Solace Vale and Midwood. Van Fathens are reticent to enter Abril's well due to the religious significance of the ruins there, but that hasn't stopped the residents of the affected towns from requesting help from within the Deerwood. Okay, so only 1%, huh? We'll have to help him take care of that. Cool. Alright, so we can walk around, have fun. There's no limitation actually to this quest of bearing the scroll. Tucked under the flap of this bedroll is a relic of some kind, a small conch shell strung with seaweed. You see a group of robed figures sitting next to a fire. This woman, much younger and smaller, sits with them. They are discussing travel and making plans, deciding which road will get them to their destination faster. A rustling noise catches the attention of several members of the group, and they stand, watching over the fire, straining against the darkness to see. An enormous shadowy figure makes its way into camp, and the darkness slowly parts against the firelight to reveal who it is. Many members of the group stand, readying weapons. Others quietly invoke their god, preparing spells for battle. The girl looks around, confused, when the man sitting next to her stands, holding out his arms. He chastises the others in the group for not showing the proper hospitality to a stranger. The man walks towards the ogre, hand extended, speaking words of welcome in its own tongue. The ogre stares at the man for a brief moment, then with a swiftness seemingly unnatural for being of its size, it swings the club it had been dragging behind itself. It connects with the man's head, causing a wet, crushing sound. The woman to the girl's right screams and rushes to the man's side, covering half the distance before the man has even fallen to the ground. From the darkness all around the group, terrifying and blood-curdling shouts answer the screams of those in the camp as more figures approach through the darkness.
Indeed.
Yeah. And what does the flame reveal?
Died immediately. That druid. Disgusting. That druid is horrible. What is he wearing? Yeah, he's wearing that sun touch stuff. He doesn't even use his shit. We need to have him use the pro-res stuff, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's already at pro-res abilities.
Yes.
Hey. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Waves are roughly chiseled in the stone. They grasp at Andra's beloved moon like curling fingers. Ooh, hatchet. This hunting hatchet has a leather-wrapped wooden handle and a silvered blade covered in finely etched flames. When the blade is coated in the blood of prey or an opponent, the etchings grow a fiery gold, roaring to life. Even at rest, the hatchet smells faintly of smoke and charred flesh. Nice. You know, maybe we need to have him... He has a shield, right? Yeah, he does. Maybe we need to make him... 12 to 17. It's not even that great. But maybe he needs to start using his shield. Or maybe have him start using his shield. I don't know. But he's a druid. He's not really a tank or whatever. Or even off tank or anything like that. So he's a druid. These two are supposed to be tanking. Yeah, we needed 3 tanks. That's why I like that setup that we have in the beginning with the hunter and the bear.
Huh?
Maybe just to be safe, we should always just have them be like 1 behind. You know? Yeah, something like that. Oh shit. Okay, nice. That one is dead. No, you take that, tank them and take you. Okay. All of these guys trying to fucking get to our healer. Oh, did she like mesmerize them? Okay, don't use mesmerize like that. Well, I guess it worked, so whatever. Can't complain too much, I guess. Just worked out for us. What the fuck? Oh, that's probably a druid's spell. Oh, that turned out actually pretty good. Good fight. Oh, that's the person that we tricked. So maybe just send our tank over to talk to them.
Yeah.
A familiar elf saunters over, picking his nails with a stiletto. You recognize him from their fort. You said go north. North I went, straight into the Glenfatton hunting party before I realized you'd... Oh, game crashed? That's the first time this game ever crashed on me. Okay, let me see. Let me see when I last saved it. Wow. That's really surprising. Okay, so not bad. We
Sure.
saved over here. Right before we met the guy. So yeah. Lucky. We'll send both of our tanks over. He said go north. North I went, straight into the Glenfatton hunting party before I realized you'd given me the runaround. He points the blade at you. And I've been slogging around this middle of nowhere, backwater, all because of you. I'll find Knifer again, alright, but first, I'm taking care of you. Yep. Let's get the hunter first. He's like in the back nut. Looks like he's not involved, so we'll get rid of him later. Oh, he's here now.
Need something?
See, the problem with the mind control is once that's over, the positioning is bad, you know? So who's the one using that mind control? So she's the one using this. Okay. We just have to not move our casters, I think. I don't like that he was using the shit out of his spells. Like he's not even doing that. Like, yeah, you need to do damage.
Need something?
How may I help?
I guess what we can do is we can have him like switch his books around though, right? Because once we switch the books, he will have access to all of his spells again, right? Yeah, okay. But it just takes some time. No? What is that? Oh, combat on me. Okay, okay, that's cool. Okay, so this is his main book. Oh, he doesn't have access to the stuff that he hasn't learned? I thought as long as it's in the book, he can cast them. Let me see. Oh, he can't unless he learned it. Okay, well, we're gonna have him learn everything. We have enough money now. Okay. So it's like we just have to keep changing his books around. And just have him, yeah, just have him use progress. Yeah, that's cool with me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We spent a lot of money on you, motherfucker. Like a lot of money. Wow, some of these are pretty good. Like some of these books are. So I like that book a lot. That book is shit. This book is shit too, but we're gonna learn all the spells. Okay. And this book is kind of shit, so. I'm only keeping the super books. The rest we can throw away or sell. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of those. Thargalius, benefactor, lord, jongler, catalyst, the fool, dragon of the Obsidian Order, eternally in service to the Order. Michael Zoldak, Tretnote. Lord Torbjorn Gronnevik Dal. Here lies an unfortunate lord who irresponsibly stored above his bed, poorly fastened, his powerful magical sword. Tulimiski. Okay. Tulenheku, whatever that is. The glow of fire shows the way through the night, and the wind will lead us home. Uber. He loved to run and run. Sometimes he didn't, but still he kept at it. Then he stopped, so here he is. Mr. Visha. In his dying breath he muttered the numbers 0, 4, 5, and 1. What could it mean? So saith Kitiana, disciple of Vril. He is death incarnate, endlessly feeding on the nightmares of tormented souls in the dark tunnels of eternity. In his wake, despair and destruction follows. His power ever grows. He will be reawakened. Walker Grimbelston. Greetings from Swavnir's home, where I feast, drink, and sing, waiting for hunger's return. May my axe be as sharp in death as it was in life. Melnov the Insane, filled with light, consumed by shadows. William Lambert. Willie's not here. He was never here to begin with. Gorstag, a tall dwarf, fond of beards and axes. Here lies Boo Plate. Their fans saved the day, enjoying their play. Knights in shimmering armor, or fools in tights to look charmer. At least not in Boo Plate inappropriate, which would make Josh quite irate. Yoshi, what's going on? We are no longer our souls. We are the faithful no more. Lots were not drawn and sent out. I will not splinter and break, dwelling on earth or the sky. No masters, no gods. Pasha, happiness, free for everyone, and let no one be forgotten. Joshua Fairchild, dreams do come true. Zishan Shera, by the grace of his wife, he pledged and then pledged some more to be binary code on a pillar and some such for eternity, hopefully not in torment. Somebody else wrote something like that. Zini de Rotanga was here. Raymond Beckett, an avid gamer and dedicated backer to Pillars of Eternity. Some of these people didn't get the note. They didn't get the message about how this is going to show up in the game, huh? Powell Kozarewski, in memory of Powell Kozarewski, aka Suicide Bunny. I've seen this before too. Similar. Suicide Bunny. Maybe a bunch of friends like backed up this game to honor their friend Suicide Bunny. Firedorn Lightbringer. Here lies Firedorn, a bard, a poet. He was also a card, but most didn't know it. A poem he wrote in jest was misread. They asked for blood, and now he's just dead. I've read something similar to that too. Yeah, somebody was saying when I was streaming this on Twitch that the soul reading was written by backers, but like I was telling him, I was gonna research it, but I didn't have the, didn't really feel like it. Just to confirm what he was saying, because I think that, you know, like the epitaphs and shit, those are from the backers, but like the stories, the random stories, I'm not sure if they got people send them ideas of for these soul readings, because there's a specific format on how those were written. You know, it's like as if they're all written by the same one person. So I doubt, and knowing how the general public usually writes stuff, like you can even see from those epitaphs how somebody was like breaking the fourth wall saying, "Oh, I'm backing this game and this and this and that." You know, I mean, the public wouldn't be able to write the type of stuff that we have read when we were doing soul readings, because those are very well written. So if they had anything to do with those, I think they just inspired, like they send random stories for the developers to write about. You know, so ooh, what is this? Looks like a
Hush, Ituma. We'll just wait a little longer.
hunter. For the carbuncle, north of Cadnua, west of Defiance Bay. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on the bear figurine between her feet. A large white-furred fox, standing at her heels, looks up at your approach.
Easy, Ituma. It's not him.
What are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitok. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in Deerwood. Of your people. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for Persok? Her painted brows lower, and her compact, muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember, who could be anyone now.
That about sums it up.
Then it must be an important duty.
So I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
She looks at the Aedra figurine in the dirt. How does that statue figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in a small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished Aedra is worn to dull matte along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisp of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitok, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time, it looks just like this.
What will you do now?
I can tell you what I won't do again. Rely on miracle peddlers. It was some so-called watcher who sent me to this crossroads in the middle of nowhere in the first place. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see the figurine?
Why?
I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
I mean it.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but cautious. You raise the how did she say it? Adra? It's not Adra. Adra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch the tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amid the flesh, scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. We don't have enough perception. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you I'm a watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating. If you'd seen the way he stares at dead things, you'd know he's serious.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. I've got other business in the area, and we can look for Persoc on the way. He really doesn't have a quest right now, does he?
May well watch your step.
Yeah.
I wish they would list like the companion quest as such, you know, like in the Dragon Age games. Oh, here is a long hunt. Is this, the way that this is just like by the date? Day 14, day 28, day 21, day 9. No, this is not even chronologically listed. So... let me see if that other guy, I know, the Bard has a quest with us. No, if they're not with us when we're doing these quests, what would happen? You know, I mean, do we have to bring these people along? Okay, we need to make sure that we bring Kana Rua with us when we explore the ruins underneath Cape Noah. Okay. Yeah, she has something to say.
What?
What about him?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
I think we're just waiting for him to for something to happen with him again whenever we
Yeah.
we camp. So
Ready, Watcher.
so what's her deal? She has marked prey. Okay. So when we come back, we're gonna talk to her. Do we have something for her to wear? What is she using now? Misuk hunting bow is specific for her. She can dual wield when she's in melee range. We can give her something to wear on her head. Other than that, oh, we can give it Hearth Harvest actually also. There you go. Something nice for you. Oh, we gotta set her AI. Alright, I'm gonna stop here.
Huh?
Yeah, this cliff, I don't know where this cliff is. Not here, right, I guess. Overlooking the water. I think I know where that is. It's just at the Stonewall Gorge. So we need to go back over here, but I think I need to go to when we go back. We need to go back to Cape Noah, I think. Go back to Cape Noah and then do the Black Meadow to bury the scroll before we head back and talk to the lady who was looking for the scroll. So I think I'm going to decide to just follow the instruction because we can read souls and that scroll has a soul on it that lady probably was not aware of. So, and he wanted to be buried here, so okay. Bye.